I'm being entirely honest. I only got about an hour and a half, so I'm not gonna wait the full 5 minutes I usually do. We're just gonna get right into it. Let's there we go. Alright, we're in. So, last time I finished off the last side quest. What Mefrit had went to Algahana, did some recruiting, had some debatably cringe lease moments, but you know, developing character, all that jazz. Love to see it. The stream before that, we went with Alizé. We did a fairly interesting side op. We wiped out a experimental Garlean weapon, bolstered the resistance of spirits, etc. And I am being overly harsh on these. So, now we are getting back to the bread and butter. We are going back to the resistance. We're going to be doing whatever Conrad has for us. I unironically don't recall what exactly comes next, but I would very much like to, sometime in this next hour and a half, would very, very much like to get to the point where I can at least do the first dungeon. Not very likely. I almost certainly will not get through the first dungeon this stream, but if I can get to it, I'll be pretty happy. So, let's see what Conrad's got for us. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your efforts, Scions. I see operations have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. I remember him from the Waking Sands. Commander Kemp, if I may, my name is Arnvald Lentius, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Garibania, same as me. There is no... This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldin that we draw up plans for an assault on Castrum Veladina. Then, in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. My poor dog. So lucky. Come on. Up you come. Hello. Oh, I missed it. Meanwhile, in the Royal Palace of Alamigo. Thank you, Stream Delay, for letting me read that. I should get a picture of you, put you on my back and talking to you. There he is. There is Xenos. What a shame that he's only in Stormblood.
Only in Stormblood.
Along the length of the wall.
Our
Only appears
patrols have
once.
engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges.
Okay, you have to go back down. I need to interact with the game. Sorry. Check glass? Disable. Okay. Oh, no. Right.
Save
Sorry
one.
about that.
A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total?
Near total. Go on.
Okay, I swear I haven't watched this cutscene in like over 2 years. Is that true?
My lord,
Pretty sure it's true.
there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command.
I'm pretty sure I missed when Kai went through this.
According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work.
I'm sure that that survivor bravely stood up to the resistance.
The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
I somehow did not make that connection my first time through, and I feel like an idiot for it now because of how fucking obvious it is. That's why he's in Doma.
Indeed. We have
ignore
no
me.
need of cowards.
Minor spoilers. I mean, Doma, what do you mean? We don't go there. I mean, how would I even know?
My lord,
Oof.
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why, when confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Patience is paramount.
Hands off the
Cornered
button.
animals
The
may have spirit, but they are
the mic covers the attack box, so
But if one
I'm
dares
gonna
to
blame
promise
that.
freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Was she standing there the whole time? 'Cause I swear I was looking to see her. I wonder if she was kept out of frame.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Or was barely in frame, and that's why I missed her. Or she was just blatantly there, and I'm blind.
Silence,
Would not be the
Alamedan.
first
You
time.
forget yourself. Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
Excuse me a moment. I just adjusted my mic so I can see my screen better. We'll see if this fucks
This
audio quality.
savage
It may.
yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
We won't have much time to train the new recruits, but we'll make the most of it. The Resistance will need every able-bodied man and woman in the field if we're going to take Veldina. I feared it would take longer to rouse the people to action after the disaster at the wall, but it seems our countrymen are not so easily discouraged. Change is on the horizon, my friends. It's Luffy! Alphino? Arenvol is not much older than I am. We would often chat about this and that whenever I paid a visit to the Waking Sands. I knew he had strong feelings about Alamigo and the occupation, but mayhap I underestimated his passion. Monago did well to spread word of our victory in East End. Hardly a day goes by without some would-be recruit arriving, inspired by the tale. I do not remember... I vaguely remember this guy, I think. I have no idea who this is. Long ago did I resolve never again to take up sword or spear, at first for sport, and then entirely. Entirely. But a chance encounter with young Arenvald served to remind me that not all battles are as empty as those fought upon the Bloodstains. Alphino asked for volunteers, so here I am. First Ishgard, now Alamigo, no rest for the righteous. For a long time, I struggled to make sense of that day at the Waking Sands, why I survived when Abala and Ali didn't. Not anymore. Did I talk to Elise? It's all happening so fast. Isn't it exciting? I didn't talk to Elise. I didn't mean to talk to Elise again, though. Hello. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Let's go. Hello, Rando. Beavis. I beg your pardon? Hey, just like you. The man who bested Gaius Van Belsar wishes to offer me his assistance. I say this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up this cause, and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and, Arentel, thank you for your service. Now or never after. Let's go. While I certainly understand why we can't fly in this zone, because it would allow you to utterly demolish what little sense of scale that statue has, it'll never not be annoying. If only for the way it nerfs movement speed. And the sense of scale of that statue's off anyway, because, like, you know, you've seen the trailer, you know how big that hand is meant to be. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know, and there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Why are you red? Huh. Surely that won't be a problem. I suppose we'll find out. Maybe, yeah, it's gotta just be that it locks you on routes once you pick up one, so you can't, like, multitask on these side objectives. Hello? Why? Why indeed, to save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where their lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for El Amigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship, if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land, like it's not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Where's the nearest Aetheryte? I do not feel... Actually... Yeah, fuck it. It's barely a time save, but... Eh. I ran past it. Uh-oh. Well, here goes the next 5 minutes of stream. Very sad. I was going to stream yesterday, but things just didn't quite pan out. And by the time I was even vaguely up for it, it was much too late. Kind of like how this is much too early when you think about it. In a perfect world, I would keep stream time at roughly the same time, or at least in like the same like general sector of time, right? Afternoons, mornings. But my work schedule is ever in flux. Why did I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes back in El Amigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a fulm of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Classic Empire. If I stream tomorrow, it'll probably be at roughly the same time, too. Maybe starting a bit earlier than today. I end up going to work at a similar time tomorrow. So, we'll see. Well met, Arntel. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Book. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle we must never forget, my friend, never. Don't mind the random bit of War Machina was rolling through town. It's fine. Hello, Luffy. We appear to be on the same quest. You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stewpot unattended, could you go and ask Tebe for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not as haphazard as it may seem, depending on the recipe. It doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. I would like your finest herb, please. Herbs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the reach. I really hope at some point we get a mount that is just you doing this pose without anything else going on. Just say like flying in midair type mount. Could call it something like a Garland Ironworks anti-grav field or some shit. Where is the plant? There's the plant. Oh, there it is. And there's one more over there someplace. I think. Yep. Been playing through Cyberpunk recently, a lot actually, and it's really amazing how far it's come. Yet at the same time, like it's hard. Like for as much as I'm enjoying it, I don't know how to like internally categorize it, because like how it came out, and like you can't really justify the state that they released it in. So while I've enjoyed it, like, to such a great extent, and while it is much better, you know, I wish I could say it's one of my favorite games, but at the same time, that just doesn't feel right, because that's justifying the way that it came out. And, like, then you also got stuff like, you know, No Man's Sky, same thing happened, so, yeah. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you, sir. Thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were. But to answer the question, that's probably on your mind. Yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children, more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. Luffy is a monk. I just noticed. It only makes sense. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits. This eve, yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. The number 5 in all. These would-be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Yes, chance to find them. Totally not chasing down the big orange circles in the map. Hello! I know, I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. Oof. This one is Yep, there he is. Oh, bugger, you were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger, oh, bugger. Well, it was nice knowing you, buddy. You're, gonna be one of the 3, unfortunately. The teacher calls for me, I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling Magitech armor, you see, and, yes, of course, there is no time, if you would excuse me. You just gotta smack it really hard. Bare hand works. Simply be a monk. Who needs weapons when you have fists? Oonga boonga. Alternatively, be a warrior and just use a big stick. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. An Elizon, I see. Huh? Training? I was so busy practicing to impress the others, I completely forgot. Thank you. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. Over here. I walked right past one, evidently. Is that... There's no way I walked past this guy, right? Damn it all, where could it have got you? Fuck. Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? I'd been him. I had it this morning, that much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If you've got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, but I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Echo Powers. Aid me. This way. Wink. Man, I hope they announce the, I hope they announce the, damn it! Pre-orders! Fuck! The, pre-orders for Dawn Trail soon, man. I just want that, like, out of the way, right? The only thing I can figure is that, like, on some given storefront, be it their own or Amazon or some shit, they can't have an indeterminate release date, even though delays can be made, because, like, on Steam, you can just go, oh, this is coming out, like, sometime in this general area. But it's so annoying, man. I just want my fancy ring or whatever the XP boost item's gonna be, and just, you know, have it set up. I swear, I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. Then again, we do have, like, what, like 8 months left to wait, so maybe it's better if we string stuff out more. 7 Hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessings of the monks. And Theodoric came and burned it all to the ground, the mad bastard. And after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, as do many others, and when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories and the scripture as my mother taught me. Effort. Thank you for your help. Yep, no. And you're gonna talk about spreading word in East End. Oh shit, it's different. More men means we need more arms and armor, but we'll find a way. We've come this far, haven't we? I am a level 90 crafter. I feared it would take longer to rouse the people to action after the disaster at the... Okay, I already read that. Never mind. Alphino. Hello, Nay. Alphino. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Arntel, I hear you've been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Monago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castrum Villadina to General Alden personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castrum Oriens before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I didn't read that right. I missed a thing entirely! Fuck! I will wait for you to pass, but not... I was right, damn it. I expect Kryling and Shola will wish to remain here to support the Kyrugians, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. I'm sure that's a good idea. I mean, their healing skills are important here. Needed, even. Foreshadowing is a literary device wherein... Cryle. Been to the peaks and back, have you? Glad to see you're in good health. Is Automus? It's an auto still. Oh. I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Yida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, and when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the selfsame cause I have served since first I pledged to serve Master Louis Sois in the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Amphilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Y'shtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Arentel, you are, to quote our dear friend, Lord Edmont, the man who slew Gaius Van Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. I feel like it. I'll fight. The Empire poses too great a threat. We can but carry on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. As long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. I like this one. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. I like this one. I fight for money. Ha, ever the adventurer? You live for these moments, do you not? Take care, Stola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Lise, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Monago will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Arentel, should you wish to give your decision further consideration? Castrum Oriens would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Monago to wait a little longer. Alright, time to go do 5 months worth of side quests real quick. Just gonna fuck off over here. You stole up. Yes. Ever asking everyone's opinion before making a crucial decision. Truly, this is a far better arrangement than having a centralized leadership. We'll have to work. We'll have our work cut out for us after the operation, I fear. But we'll do what we can. That's all any of us can do, is it not? I don't think there's anyone. I don't know. Like Conrad's probably got something to say. Do I run all the way over to Conrad? I don't feel like it. I only got like half an hour left. I'm not doing it. Can't make me. Moving on. Elise. Grandfather stood with the army that faced the Garleans at Cartnell. This is dangerously close to becoming a family tradition. Just don't go like sacrificing yourself to shackle some unknowable evil. I guess it's not unknowable. Best make sure you've got everything you need. We might not be coming back for a while. Now my stuff's all in peak condition. We're good. So you will be accompanying us. Full glad am I to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let's be off. Really gotta wonder what Endwalker Dawntrail is gonna bring to the other classes. My personal big wish list item for Summoner in particular is a interstage. So like I think it'd be really cool if you do a free Titan Garuda, and then when you go through Phoenix stage, after Phoenix phase, it changes to like Shiva, Leviathan, Ramu, or Sophia, Durvan, and Sephiroth. You know, something like that. Like a new 3 phases. I think that'd be a really interesting way to like actually expand on Summoner. And like in terms of like potency and shit, it could work the exact same way, so it still fits in their 2-minute meta. But like they would have like sort of mildly different utilities. Like maybe we'll say Shiva, for instance, puts a like short duration dot on them in like an AOE, or like Leviathan is the gap closer, stuff like that, right? One can only hope. Hello. A pleasure to meet you, Arentel. I oversee Adder operations here in the Elder Seatseer's stead. Rest assured that our scouts were handpicked from the elite ranks of the God's Quiver and Wood Whalers. If the Imperials take so much as one step into East End, we'll know. I hear that Relga's Reach is overrun with new recruits. I did not tell you that we needed only to inspire. Did I not tell you that we only needed to inspire the people to rise up once more? Greetings and well met, Arentel. I have been dispatched from Limsa Limensa to command the Maelstrom forces here. The campaign has taken us quite far from the shores of Vilbrand, though the logistics of a prolonged deployment have been made the source of much concentration. God. I prefer to view it as an opportunity to strengthen ties with our allies and to study their methods. Voiced. It's not voiced. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am Combat Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on our latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron is hot. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Villadina. Capture Villadina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There is no point in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal to tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Villadina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has weakness, and I would know this one's. If there's no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Taropin? By all means. If that is all, let us be about it. This will be our largest engagement yet. Our conjurers will do their utmost to provide support, but we must be prepared to suffer significant casualties. Taking Villadina will be the first significant step towards wresting Alamigo from the Empire's grasp, but make no mistake, there will be many more such steps, each one taking on a cost. An accurate assessment of their strengths and weaknesses will be key to our success. Measure twice, cut once, as the Gradanian carpenters are so fond of saying. For an operation of this import, we cannot afford to hold too many in reserve. Surely the Maelstrom will take part in this assault. Elfino? Castellum is less a military installation and more a supply depot. A storage and distribution facility for the surrounding area. That being the case, taking it will not only earn us a strategic foothold, but deprive our enemy of valuable resources. Elise, who I can totally see right now, zoom in. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission, and see how he would like to proceed. So, Marshal Taropin means to lead the reconnaissance mission himself, does he? I don't know, I haven't talked to him yet. Yeah, I already read your thing. You're going to be saying the same thing. Ravan's going to be saying the same thing. You're going to be saying the same thing. Pippin! Stop! Pippin! Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond East End, just north of Villadina. What about now? I'm just gonna assume they're all the same then. Black Mage. I really should get on just buying the fucking soundtracks for this game, man. It's just gonna be rough, because it's like getting all of them that have come out so far is gonna come out to like over $100. Good lord. Elfino. Even should they be unaware of our plans, I'd be surprised if their western defenses were not heavily fortified given the presence of allied forces at the wall. Naught appears out of the ordinary at a glance. No, damn it. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. Several cutscenes, recommended, normal mode. What weapons? Imagine me with weapons.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Man, they fucking hunting with cannons now? That's wild.
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh, gods, it's Relga's Reach.
A celebratory bonfire? Kind of big, don't you think?
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
The gender reveal party went wrong. Not again.
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Rolling water. Now, I wonder if this, the special variation of the scene's gonna play or not.
Give them no quarter!
I technically have what's needed to trigger it, but I forget if you have to actually be that class, that job, for it to happen.
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Mefrid, no! I cannot believe he is dead.
Mefrid! Hell take you!
Well, well. Stand aside, pilots. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. A magical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
No, Shoal's dead. I really should get a Shoal death counter going. Hang on a minute. This is,
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
There we go. That'll do for now. Yeah, there we go.
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I'm a healer. I know healing stuff. I've leveled 4
I fear you're
healers.
right. Come, there is no time to lose.
I can be a way of mercy monk if I want to be. Oh, yeah. Let's go!
It's all over now!
Alright, let's roll. The Imperials came from nowhere. Started to go down. Reinforcements are on the way. Spread the word. We should keep moving. Alright, keep moving.
For the glory of the flames! They took at least another stick inside. You've got to
I going? I am going the right way. Let's go.
Rebels gone!
Is he tanking? Who's pulling out early? Oh, it's Pippin. He's a tower. Well, not a tower. What job is Pippin technically? I know everyone, or almost everyone, has a name for what they are. Like, Alphanos and Archimedean. Ryle's probably also an Archimedean. I forget what Uriange is, and Stola. I forget what most of them are, actually. Not it.
What took you so long?
Snake?
Alphano, I need your help.
No! Wait. Come on. I've leveled healers. Come on. Damn it all. Sad. Oh well. Oh well.
My lord, the prisoners.
See to your
Fair
men,
enough.
Pilus.
Only triggers if that's the class you have equipped.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not? Be gone!
Ouch.
Give me something to remember.
Nope. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Hello! Welcome. I am doing poorly in the fight against Xenos. Granted, this is an unwinnable fight, but you cannot actually beat him. Yeah. I think, even if... Yeah, but like, there wasn't... Was there a, like, oh no, are they dead moment with that, though? I guess for, like, a little bit, until you echo off of Neurexia, you might have a moment of, oh no, did they kill Yustola and Co. too? Alas, I'm only going to be alive for about another 20, 30 minutes.
Pathetic.
I got work tonight, but I want to get to the dungeon so I can swap to samurai. That's my that's my goal today. I don't think I'm gonna get through the dungeon, but I think getting like to the boat is
7 hells.
somewhere within the realm of feasibility. Maybe we'll see. I'm doing a lot of reading, so who knows.
Shall we give chase?
I'm pretty sure, like, even if you do that fight perfectly, or you play a healer or something, the lowest you can get Xenos down to is like 20-30%, I think, and then he just auto ends the fight. Just instant GG.
Aye, sir.
A certain friendo in Shadowbringers works the exact same way. Except I think that you can get that guy all the way down to like 1% or something, and then he just wins the fight.
All right, lad.
I might be remembering that, and Dark Knight doesn't have the sustained for me to find out. I think my pride might have taken a knock well enough. Next time he will pay. I'm going to know this one.
There's no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
Oh, so still going.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Okay, now for sure I'll do some healing, right?
Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Right?
Understood.
Maybe?
Don't just stand there coughing. Hold her down while I work.
Oh, come on. I know healing shit too. I didn't level Scholar for nothing. Sorrow. Hey, thank you for dropping by.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Yeah.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
I forgot how the music changed. You did well, Arentel. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. See to the wounded, Arentel. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Come on, I no longer have wind distance. I can't boost my movement speed. Come on, wait. F. Mefford. Sorrow. Mefford lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. He was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. Novice Network's going wild, man. Ooh, lots of NPCs to talk to. I'm gonna be here a minute. All of them, in fact. Cryle? You're worried about your Strilla, aren't you? It's too early to make any kind of prognosis, but she's alive for now. If it weren't for her, it'd be me lying there. I wish it was. Ellipses. It makes no sense. He brushed us aside as if we were nothing. Damn it all, Elise, this is serious. You need to rest. You seem ready to burst into tears. I'd fetch you a handkerchief, but... Alright. Minago? Mefford, where are you? Well, Mefford ain't doing too hot, buddy. Minago, I don't actually know about. Unironically, Minago was probably somewhere out there. I just walked right past her. I didn't read that, did I? He's dead, isn't he? Mefford was a warrior, always kept thinking about others before himself. He once had an imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 malms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarrymill away because he thought they were fighting for him, and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be leader, the kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls, in the heat of battle we can but do our best, as he did. Mefford will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him is all. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. What can you do at a time like this, other than curse the gods in your own powerlessness? I'll recover. My injuries aren't serious, though that was clearly by choice and not happenstance. They meant to take me alive. Master Kemp seems quite shaken. They're not going to say anything new. If they are, I can live without it. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Elfino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Let's fucking go. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Just arming it all into a bag. Full loot gremlin mode. Granted, I did level Alchemist. Maybe my Warrior of Light knows shit. Who knows? Captain Malfren, Marshal Taropin said you might have something for me. 12 he praised. This should put the driver's heart at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we wait his orders. Y'shtola and the others are safely strapped in, don't worry. I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Kryl. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish, then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castamorians. Let us pray they arrive safely. Master Kemp, your concern for your men's well-being is commendable, but I would urge you to consider your own. Hello. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that, but the fact remains, our forces were decimated, and the state will not be mounting an assault on Castrum Veladina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves and about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum Oriens. Understood. We will go and speak with General Alden. I can see the Reach means a lot to these people, but it would be suicide to stay. For more than a decade, the Resistance has resided here, hidden from the eyes of the Empire, and just when we set our sights on Veladina, they strike. Do you not find that passing strange? Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach in the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaways to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor place to think on it. They will leave a token for us to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Oriens. We can discuss our path forward there. I am going to teleport. I don't feel like riding. Please let me teleport. Thank you. Well, my prospects of reaching the dungeon are getting rather dim. The faint star of hope yet shines, and other waxing philosophical bullshit. Kryl is with Y'shtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when the Skull's commander cut down Mefford. A single blow, that's all it was. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Elamigan. God's help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Meffrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of his general. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
No, there she is.
Nargo.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
Me, I'm brave and stupid enough.
He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
We fight, and we fight, and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell it. We're going to go to Doma. I'm going to get a sick-ass sword. I'm going to put Monk away and not touch it until Dawntrail.
You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on two fronts?
Yes.
For that, there would need to be
I
someone
have
left
no
to fight
ulterior
on this
motives.
front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
I have called upon Stillglade Thane to send every available conjurer, no matter how inexperienced, to help with the wounded. I pray it will be enough. If the rumors are to be believed, this is not the first time Xenos has spared his foes. They say he abides by an unusual code and takes pleasure in the fight. Whatever his reasons, we must use this time to our advantage. I wish you all well on your journey, my friend. Let us pray that when we meet again, our fortunes will be much changed. How in Limlane's name did they find the Reach? I thought their glamours were impenetrable. We've got a long road ahead of us, but it all begins with the first step. We'll stay in the Reach and rebuild. We'll reinforce our defenses, and if they come again, we'll be ready. So we fight on, come what may, sentiment notwithstanding. What other choices do we have? Please. I can't deny a part of me wants to stay and fight, but I know I'd be more use with you and the others. Nago. Pant pant, ye gods, the pain seemed like a good idea at the time. You said your piece, yes? Now would you please return to bed? You'll never recover if you carry on like this. It goes without saying, the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of the Domain Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. That which is beyond one alone may yet be within the reach of the many. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Othard is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Yashola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well. Issue resolved. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker to just ask and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose, would you be willing to look after Yashola and provide support to Arnvald and the others? Yes, Alphino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. With a gift? Wait, I read that wrong. Don't you dare return with a... Okay. Until, at least gather your things. We are for Limso Limenso. This is gonna be so fucking close, friends. So fucking close. I think I know where I'm gonna stop. We have one more dialogue to get through. Ethernet, Aft Castle, this way. Sprint, you bastard, sprint. Time is of the essence. I miss Wind Stance more every day. Vilbrind was always Yashola's domain. I haven't spent much time here, to be honest. I spoke with Orianjay and thanked her along the way. To say they were surprised by our stratagem would be something of an understatement, but they did not dispute its logic. Alphanod? Utaru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Marloweb lending us the pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, in as much as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice, which leaves us with only one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Kervelian of the Kraken's Arms. He's a pirate. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She's ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion. As many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. Ah, but where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Yada 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 yada. In the intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from gods-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I, for one, think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief on those waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragic tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only so far as Kugane in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Excuse me, had to die there for a second. Blackmail, is it? This is a treacherous game the two of you are playing. What guarantee do we have that Kervelian won't just throw us overboard? I could swim. I'm not sure what just happened, but I could have sworn he was about to turn us away, and then he changed his mind? No, I talked to Tataru! Shit! Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and comparing? Oh, I don't have time. As the Forgotten Nights seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Kervelian squirm. Aye! I'm gonna call it here for lack of time. I only have like a quest and a half left before where I wanted to get, but life's a bitch. So I'm gonna wrap things up here. Next time we will be going through the first dungeon of Stormblood. I will not elaborate on what that's going to be. It'll be my first and only dungeon as monk, as after that I will be able to swap to samurai. Thank goodness. And my alarm just went off. Just in time. So let's see. I think that's about all I've got to say. I want to thank everyone for stopping by who did. I really appreciate you showing up. Short or long, matters not. And until I see you all again, have a good one, all.